Have you ever faced bottlenecks in your career front for lack of English communication skill? Or have you ever failed in interviews with the same reason? We have the solution here. Hello and welcome to Global English Academy. Learning has no limits. It's my masterpiece quote because from birth to death is our life journey. During that journey, we learn a lot of things in each and every minute, something or other, till the time of our death. So learning has no limits. You can learn anything. The only thing is you should have a will to do so. So why English? Why English has a universal acceptance? Why English is a global language? As you know, India is a linguistic nation which was divided into states according to the language spoken. So according to the government system, we have around 22 languages, official languages here in India. And if you go a little bit deep into the languages, we have around 1500 to 1600 colloquial languages are being used in different parts of India. So is it possible for us to learn all these languages if at all you want to travel across the nation? No, not possible at all. Nobody can learn this much of languages in his lifetime. So the remedy is to have a common language. We have a common language, Hindi, as our national language. A lot of people, almost all the people know our national language. Some part of southern side of India, southern states of India don't use Hindi, so they are not that familiar with Hindi. That's the only thing. And even if you don't know Hindi, you can travel across the world if you know English communication in a better way. If you want to grow professionally, you should know a second language. Apart from our mother tongue, we can make English as our second language. Because if you know English, you can travel across the world without any problem in communication. Otherwise, even if you have good academic background and your communication skill is zero, you are going to be a big zero there in your corporate, your professional front. You cannot communicate what you know to the person concerned. So your technical knowledge is going to be of no use. So if we talk about English in particular, why it has a global acceptance is what we are going to talk about. After the British colonial period, colonialism, or during the British colonialism, as you know, the British people reached almost all the nations of our world, and they had to communicate with the local people. It is not easy for them to learn the local language to communicate with the local people. So what they did was they just enticed or giving good opportunities, job opportunities and better benefits if you learn English. So people started learning English and they made it very easier for them to communicate with the local people. So more than 100 countries the people speak in English, and 67 countries have English as their official language, and 27 countries have English as their sub-official language. So without English these days it's very difficult to get along in your career field. If you want to just get out of your nation or of your state where you are living, without knowing English it's very difficult for you. It's going to be very difficult for you. So suggestively, all should learn English without fail if you want to go abroad, or even in India, if you just work for a multinational company, they all prefer English communication there. English is important because almost all the big budget films are made in English, and all research papers are made in English. The language of internet is in English, and almost also the language of science is in English. So without English, if you think you can get along, it's not possible for the near future. So English learning, if done in a proper way, you can learn it very fast, because English is the much easier language comparatively. That's what the experts say. The English language was formed in 5th century, and it continued to be there till 12th century, which we call as the Old English. And from 12th century to 15th century, it started knowing as Middle English, and from 15th century onwards, it is known as the Modern English. That's what we use these days. In an advanced English learner's Oxford Dictionary, it is said that more than 1 million words are there in that. Out of 6.15 lakhs of words are general, and when we add this medical, legal and technical words, it crosses 1 million. So the vocabulary abundance is there. If you just go through the dictionary at all, it is there always. Only thing is, you have to learn minimum of 3,000 to 4,000 words for continuity in English. 1,700 words were the contribution of William Shakespeare, the famous author. And these days, every year, more than 1,000 words are added to English dictionary, it is said. So we are getting more and more words. We should learn 3,000 to 4,000 words initially, to just maintain the continuity of English. Otherwise, we will just fail to get the apt word on time. That's why, suggestively, we should learn at least 3,000 to 4,000 words initially. English is a language, and communication is a skill. If a person who writes and reads English can not necessarily be a good speaker in English, and even if somebody speaks in English, he can never not necessarily be a good communicator. Communication is a skill. You'll have to develop it separately. And English is the language of the international communication. English is the official language of 67 countries. 27 countries are secondary official. English is said to be spoken by 1 to 2 billion people across the globe, and English is the language of business communication. English is the language of information technology, internet, etc. The most scientific research papers are written in English. The language of global workforce is English, and enables more job opportunities. Popular movies are made in English. The world classics were written in English, and it is the language of computers too. All higher educational books are written in English, and overseas study opportunity can meet more people with different culture is possible, or if you know English, and much more. If we just check the countries with the English speaking population, or you just you can talk like a comparative study. If you do above 50% English speaking countries, you can name the United Kingdom. 97.74% people speak in English there. Australia has 97% English speaking population. USA has 94.2% population. Canada 86% English speaking population. Ghana 67%. Germany 64%. Philippines 56.63%, and Nigeria has around 53% English speaking population. If we check about the population below 50% in English speaking, comes Pakistan. 49% population speaks in English. In France it is 39%, Egypt 35%, Italy 34%, South Africa 31%, Thailand 27%, Bangladesh 18%, and India stands at the 16th position with 10.35% English speaking population. If you want to be a part of this 10.35% English speaking population, you'll have to spend time for learning English, and otherwise if you want to be a part of this 89.65 population who don't speak in English, it's up to you. You can be there. The fear of mistake is what the core factor that stops us from doing something new. But the thing is, if I make a mistake, what others will start thinking about me? They may ridicule me. They'll just assess me in a different style, an ignorant person. That's the main thing that people don't try something new. So to mitigate this, first of all, we just make them realize what is it, and eliminate this sort of fear factor from them. Then we start English communication and make them practice, and let them make mistakes initially. Make mistake. From mistakes you can correct them and come to the right track. That's a policy that we adopt here. So don't forget Global English Academy. We have a very good team of teachers here to guide people in the right way. So we have two levels of coaching here. First is the basic course. Those who are looking for something, how to communicate. This course is for them, and we teach them how to communicate in English properly. The second level is the advanced level. The professionally qualified people, the job aspirants who are all looking for a new job somewhere out or abroad, this is very good for them, because we just included motivational classes, mind power training, how to eliminate stage fear, how to enhance your willpower, how to increase your confidence level. Apart from this, we just give them training, basic training in IELTS also, and the tips for debates, group discussions, much more in this. And this is the first of its kind, this sort of coaching classes offer. So don't forget Global English Academy. We are giving our contact details here, so you can contact us who are looking for a coaching. Otherwise you can just go for with us with our YouTube classes. We will regularly be giving the YouTube classes here, so that you can learn minimum 50%, but practice. If you just concentrate in practice properly and group discussions, you will be able to manage it in a better way. But just bring it, you can cover 75%, 80% of that. It's not a problem. But here, once you are enrolled into our institution, we just give online classes and monitor them practice properly, and make them start group discussions, and that sort of learning is something different. So we give you a platform to make a better career in your life. If you like my video, please like, comment and share it maximum so that it can reach the right people, those who are looking for these sort of coachings, and you will be able to get more and more videos that we make instantly. Thank you.